Hi, welcome to the Ronce Report. It's Monte Burris from the WB Group at Keller Williams Referred Urban, and this is a midweek Ronce Report because we've got lots going on. I want to report on a couple of sales that happened earlier this week. The first one is 48 Fermanagh. 48 Fermanagh is a two-story row house, very nicely done, about 17 and a half feet wide, 125 feet deep. It had a detached garage in the back. The house showed very nicely, and it looked at offers earlier this week. It was listed for $759,000 and it sold for $900,000 on the dot. Congrats to those folks. Nice sale and a good purchase. The next property is 86 Garden Avenue. We discussed this last week. This is a two-story detached on a 30 by 132 foot lot. Also presented itself very nicely. This property was at one point in time obviously a duplex. It's been restored to single family, but it was kind of a quirky layout, very nicely done. I quite liked it. Listed for $995,000, sold on multiple offers for $1.25 million, which is a lot of money, but on a 30-foot lot, 132 deep, you can kind of understand that. We've got some new listings to talk about, and then I'll briefly go over what's still available on the market. The new listings I want to report are 61 Wright Avenue. This is a two-story semi-detached, also very nicely done, finished basement, large detached garage in the back, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, listed for $999,000. That one, that's interesting. It's pushing the price point for sure, but you know, these things are happening in this marketplace. Another listing is 317 Sunnyside Avenue on a 25 by 113 foot lot. This is just south of Geoffrey on the east side of Sunnyside. It's a 2.5 story detached house. Great curb appeal on this property. Unfortunately, when you go into the property though, it's quite dated. Needs new kitchens, needs new baths. It's listed as a partially finished basement, but it really needs to be completely done. And of course, this house also has no parking. It's listed for $1,149,000. In my opinion, that's overpriced. I think that we have never seen a 2.5 story detached sell anywhere close to that without parking. So I think this one will probably sit for a little while, and somebody will top $1 million, I'm sure, but not much more than that, in my opinion. 113 Sorauren Avenue is a detached 2.5 story. It's a Victorian. It's broken up into 2 units. Very nice. $1,175,000. This one does have parking. It's on an 18.5 by 90 foot lot on Sorauren, and it presents itself quite nicely. The one unit is rented and the other one is family occupied. The upper tenant pays $2,550. Nice properties. What's still out there? 30 Radford is sitting, although I can imagine that that will sit for very long. When are they looking at offers? Oh, they're looking at offers yesterday, so it's probably sold. I just don't know the numbers. It presented itself nicely. 34 Ridley Gardens, semi-detached, $879,900. Also showed very nicely. Short backyard, and of course no parking. So the price is probably stretching it, in my opinion, but it presents itself nice, and being on a dead-end street, you know, from a parking perspective, that's much more feasible than some of the busier streets. And the last but not least, excuse me, is 10 Fermanagh. 10 Fermanagh is a 2.5 story detached that is a bit rough. It's owned by the Catholic Church, and they're selling it off. It's a bit rough. It needs a bunch of work. It's listed at $879,000. They're looking at offers tonight. No offers yet registered, but I'm sure it will sell for over this price in the end. My name is Monte Burris. I'm your High Park Roncesvalles Specialist. Thank you very much for listening and watching me at the Ronce Report, and I will bring you up to speed with another report on Friday. Thanks. Take care. Talk to you soon, folks. Bye-bye.